What's going on, swim fans? Welcome back to Tokyo, Japan. Yes, we are back here in Tokyo a few weeks after the Olympic Games because now we have the Paralympic Games. Super excited about this. In this video, we're going to highlight 3 outstanding athletes. We're going to talk about some of these different events that they'll be competing in. But first, we're going to go ahead and talk about the different classifications and really help people understand the difference between the Paralympic Games and the Olympic Games and what some of those similarities are as well. We love the Olympic Games and the Paralympic Games because it brings the world together through sport. Speaking of bringing the world together, we have a global community here at MySwimPro. So let me know in the live chat and also in the comments where you guys are joining us from. We really do have a global community. And if you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Fares, co-founder and CEO of MySwimPro. And here on the channel and here on all of MySwimPro's social media and our community and our brand, we help people all over the world swim faster and smarter than ever before. So if you want to improve your performance and health, make sure you're subscribed, follow us on all the different social media channels, and also join our VIP Facebook group. We also have a mobile app with training plans and workouts and videos as well. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. I want to share really quickly how classification in para swimming works. So this is really important to understand for context when we talk about these athletes and what their classifications are and what events that they actually compete in. This is really, really important. So this is based on the World Para Swimming, and this is actually linked down below in the description. So if you guys want to click into this website and follow along, that works as well. And there are 3 impairment groups. So there's physical, intellectual, and visual. And so if you scroll down here, you can actually see the different classes. And so this is really important. So you're going to see the prefix S and also SB. So S is referring to freestyle, butterfly, and backstroke events. Let me make this a lot bigger for you guys so you can see how this classification works. And then SB refers to breaststroke. Then there's something called SM, and that refers to the individual medley. Now remember, this is a prefix, so there's actually a number after as well. And so when you see the prefix of S or SB, it's going to be followed by a number. And as you can see here, the prefix stands for the strokes, and the number indicates the sport class. So when we talk about sport classes, basically we have a range of numbers, and there's actually 13 different classifications. And so when we look at these, we can see the range goes from 1 to 10 to 11, 12, and 13. And again, this is linked down below on the website, but you can see S11, S12, and S13, what that basically means. There's also SB and S14, and that could be for intellectual impairment as well. And that pretty much recaps at a high level how the classification works in para swimming. Again, if you guys want to learn more about that, make sure you check out the links down below in the description. But what I want to do is I want to talk about these outstanding athletes one by one. All of their information is down below. The first athlete is Daniel Dias from Brazil. He is a 24-time Paralympic medalist. I mean, just think about that. 24-time medalist Paralympic. He's in the classification S5 for limb deficiency. He's 3 gold medals away from being the most decorated male para swimmer of all time. And this could be his last Paralympics, and so he will be retiring most likely after this competition. So just think about that, 24-time Paralympic medalist from Brazil. The next athlete to keep an eye on for these games is Jessica Long from the United States of America. I actually had the opportunity to interview her about a year ago, so make sure you guys search YouTube and social media if you guys want to see this interview. She is a 23-time Paralympic medalist, 13 gold. That's right, 13 gold. And overall, she's now a 5-time Paralympian, and she's in the S8 classification, swimming the 400-meter free in S8, 100 back, 100 breast, 100 fly, 200 IM, doing all of those events in Tokyo. So Jessica Long from the United States of America, definitely someone to keep an eye on as well. Let's keep this moving along. Here's Ihar Boki from Belarus. Classification is S13 for vision impairment, and he's returning after 6 golds in Rio. I mean, wow, 6 golds in Rio, and that is the most of any athlete at the Paralympics. We talked about Caleb Dressel, how impressive he was just a few weeks ago, winning 5 gold medals. This guy over here winning 6 golds in Rio, and won those 6 gold medals and 1 silver at the European Championships and broke a world record in the 100 fly, 200 IM. He is the most decorated Belarusian Paralympian of all time. So definitely someone to keep an eye on. He's probably going to be bringing home some hardware. So that's pretty cool. All right, here is Sophie Pascoe, and she's from New Zealand, classification S9 for limb deficiency, and she holds 7 world records. She's a 4-time Paralympian, and she's set to be the most decorated Paralympian from New Zealand. In Rio, she won 2 gold and 3 silver medals. Wow, that's a lot of hardware, so keep an eye out on her from New Zealand. Next up, we have Ellie Simmons of Great Britain. She's in the S6 classification, short stature. She's a 4-time Paralympian and will be the flag bearer this year, so keep an eye out for that. And she's an 8-time Paralympic medalist. She's the 2nd youngest Paralympian in British history to win a medal in Beijing. So definitely Ellie Simmons of Great Britain, someone else to keep an eye on. Well, how about Simone Barlam of Italy? Classification is S9, limb deficiency, 7-time world champion, made the podium 6 times at the European Championships this year, and Italy won 34 gold medals and set 6 world records at the European Championships, and definitely a big part of that right here. It looks like this photo was taken in Indianapolis, not too far away from where I'm at. Awesome. Let's keep an eye on him. And then we have another athlete from the United States. This is Mackenzie Cohen. She is classification S7. She's a 3-time Paralympian, 4-time Paralympic medalist. She won the S750 free, 100 free, and 400 freestyle at the Rio Olympics back in 2016, 5 years ago. And she looks to break the world record in the 400-meter freestyle that's still holding from 1992. She's going to be swimming a ton of events, including the 50 free, 100 free, 400 free, 100 backstroke, 50 fly here in Tokyo. So it's going to be very exciting to watch her take on all of those events. Now, another swimmer from Singapore is Yip Pi Chu, and she's an S2, impaired muscular power, and she's a 4-time Paralympian. She won Singapore's first ever para gold in Beijing back in 2008. So she's got a lot of experience, and she is the 50-meter and 100-meter backstroke world record holder. So she's winning medals, world records, definitely someone to keep an eye on. She's going to be very, very impressive, I can imagine. Another swimmer to keep an eye on is Lisette Bruinsma of the Netherlands. Now, she's in the classification of S13 for visual impairment. She's a 5-time medalist from Rio back in 2016. She won 2 golds at the age of 15. And get this, guys, she has broken 18 world records since 2014. If you average that out, that's like a couple of world records, more than a couple of world records per year. So that's absolutely incredible. Another athlete to keep an eye on is Anastasia Pugonis, and she's from the United States in the S11 visual impairment category. Now, she's a 17-year-old who has set 5 American records. Definitely an up-and-comer, someone to really pay attention to. She lost her vision at the age of 14, and she broke the world record in her event at the U.S. trials. So, up-and-comer, young swimmer, definitely someone to pay attention to. And we've got more. There's more athletes we want to pay attention to. From Uganda, Husna, and she is in the S9 classification, limb deficiency. Now, she's the 2nd ever para swimmer from Uganda, and possibly to be their first medalist. So this is a really compelling story to keep an eye on. She's only 14 years old, and she's competing in the 50 and 100 meter freestyle. And again, all of these athletes are listed down below in the description of this video. So if you want to do more research and follow them on social media and all that, please go ahead and do that. Next up, we have Dai Tokorin of Japan, S14 classification. This is intellectual impairment. 2019 world champion in the 200 IM, and he's the world record holder in that event. So 200 IM, 2019 world champion from Japan. So we're here in Tokyo, home advantage, if you will, even without the fans. but definitely the country is going to be pulling for him. And then finally, we have Diego Lopez Diaz of Mexico, and S3 classification, 2019 world champion in the 50-meter freestyle, 150 IM. So this IM actually has no butterfly, so that's pretty interesting. But definitely someone to keep an eye on from Mexico in the S3 category. And all of these swimmers have incredible stories. So whether it's how they have overcome adversity, the way that they're actually going about their events and competing and really pushing themselves and being an inspiration to all of us who are, watching or listening in or trying to pay attention and see what's going on in Tokyo at these Paralympic Games. A lot to be excited for these athletes, and the world comes together to cheer on all of these individuals, because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. It's about bringing the world together. So we're here in Tokyo. We're going to be giving you guys a little bit of a recap as the events unfold. We did a lot of recaps for the Olympics a few weeks ago, so we're going to try and provide additional coverage for the Paralympics. And like I said, if you guys are new here and you're interested in the sport of swimming, or you want to get more familiar with how swimming works, how to swim faster, if you want to get into swimming yourself, this is the place to be. Like I said, my name is Fares Ksebati, co-founder and CEO of MySwimPro, and we help people all over the world take their swimming to the next level. So if that sounds like something that you want to be a part of, then make sure you subscribe, like this video. Let me know down below in the comments who you're looking to cheer on. Who inspires you? What inspires you? What are the stories? I know there's a lot of athletes that we couldn't cover in this video, that we left out a lot of people that are doing amazing things. So let me know down below in the comments. And I can't wait to see you guys in the MySwimPro Facebook group, because this place is so special. We have people from all over the world who are trying to take their swimming to the next level. So make sure you guys are a part of it. And make sure you're a part of the MySwimPro mobile app. It's available for iPhone and Android. It is an absolute joy to see people swimming faster than they ever thought was possible, doing dryland training as well. Get that personalized training plan, log your swims, follow technique videos, and be a part of the largest digital swimming community in the world. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you destroy the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you guys at the next video. Happy swimming. Take care and see you later.